This is Penny's Place, and this is your astrological forecast for the months of mid-July to mid-August for all signs in 2014. Okay, now, many of you, and I mean the earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, and also the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, and Libra, who just recently went through the Cardinal Cross experience. You folks have just been through a welcome to hell situation, which is what the past 5 months have felt like when you wanted to do something just because your pheromones, hormones, or a fear of being alone was dictating to your head. Well, it has been said by several astrologers that we are at the end of a 15-year cycle, and that as of October 2013, we have to start learning to live our lives a new way and let go of our old ways. If you were open to that message, then you took a step back, thought about what your past efforts never got you, and replaced some of your old ideas with new ones. And as a result, you have discovered a newfound peace and happiness in your new skin. And if you were still listening to that old emotional voice that says, do it now, you probably hit a brick wall pretty hard on your way out. Reminding you that doing the same old thing, the same old way, just won't work this time. And now here you are, mid-July to mid-August, and you've had 5 or more months to really sit down and think about how logical your emotional drive really is. And now that you've been put through the patience and endurance test, the door is now open if, and only if, you are serious about that med school, rehab, putting grandma or grandpa in the nursing home, or making that long-distance move. Okay, you are all forced to do your research and find other methods in places of new opportunities, correct? Scary? Of course it was. But once you face that old lion, look what you've learned. And look what you've got now. Inner strength buys you just about anything. So, for those of you who still want to get out of your dull responsibility life and into rehab, keep in mind that the rules have changed, and the road to recovery has its price to pay. The same goes for you med students and college drifters who are wandering aimlessly with no final destination in mind. You will have one this time, and you will know what you want, where you're going, and you will commit to it. The government and private business can no longer support bad habits, especially reoccurring ones. So the door is open, folks, so take your trip, move long distance, check into that rehab, sign up for that school, and pack up grandma and grandpa. But just be sure that you know what you're doing, because you will pay the piper if you change your course of action again. Now the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. God himself gave you an ultimatum earlier last year, correct? Especially Scorpios, because you are so stubborn and set in your ways. But then, when you listened and obeyed, a miracle happened. Imagine that. You got what you've always wanted, but were afraid to try. Freedom! See what fear can do? Amazing, isn't it? Maybe you wonder what else you've missed out on, right? And sadly, if by chance there are those of you who are still clinging to your fears, I'm sure you are either in prison, deceased, or feel like the walls are closing in without your will demanding them. Better give freedom a try while you still can, okay? But you won't regret it. Remember, discipline teaches you to fight for freedom, and undisciplined behavior is codependent on controlled freedom. Think about that. By the end of the year, you will all get your just reward and honest assessment on how you did. So you will get your grade score. So see you in September. Good luck to all of you. Take care.